everyone. Today we're going to do another one of my favorite techniques when it comes to chipboard. It is another form of glazing, but it's my favorite type of glaze. It's an antique crackle glaze. So it really does bring your page to life. So this is the product that we're going to make today. It's a compass die cut from the Fab Scrap Rustic range, and what I've done just to jewel it up a bit is make it spin. If you look very carefully, you'll see that I've added glaze, and once the glaze has dried, it has got 1,000 little cracks in it, and it just gives it that nice authentic heritage kind of feel. So this is how we're going to make it. With your Fab Scraps range, you can choose one of 4 of your tags from your tag booklet. Today I've chosen to go with the orange one. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut it out. You'll see that with the compass comes the backing. So you're going to stick your cut out transfer tag to your chipboard. Once it's stuck into place, you can ink the edges with your dark brown chalky ink all around just to give it some depth. You'll go around the whole circle. Make sure that you punch a hole in the center so that you can put your brad in at the end. So for now we're going to put this to the side. The next thing, you're going to take the top of your compass and you're going to use any acrylic based paint. To cover your whole compass with your paint until it looks, oh, well, once it's covered entirely. I don't know where I've put my other one. Okay, anyway. The nice thing about acrylic is that it dries very quickly, so you can put that aside for 2 minutes while you prepare the next step. You're going to need a piece of paper towel because it can be quite messy. Right. The next thing you're going to need is a couple of alcohol inks of your colours of your choice. Today I've chosen 4. There's no precise way of putting this on, so you're just going to dab a few dots. I've chosen green. Some yellow. And then just to give it a nice shine, I've chosen copper. Just to blend all the colours together, you're going to need an alcohol blending solution. Just a couple of drops. Right. Then you're going to dab it just to get all those colours, and if you see on the paper, it's actually a nice mottled effect of all your different alcohol colours. So once this is dried completely, you're going to start dabbing your alcohol ink all over your chipboard, like so. I don't know if you can see, but it picks up all the different colours from your alcohol ink. Okay, so once you've done that and you've coloured in your entire chipboard, you can take your dark brown chalky ink. And don't be afraid, there's no rules. You just ink at the edges, ink everywhere, give it some depth. Once that is completely dry, it shouldn't take too long, Once that's completely dry, you can then add your antique Crackle Glaze. You'll notice that this is a lot more different to your normal 3D glaze. Your normal 3D glaze is very thin, a lot more liquid, and runs out very quickly, whereas the antique Crackle Glaze is a lot thicker. So you've really got to squeeze the bottle nice and hard. So you're going to apply your glaze all over the chipboard. Make sure you cover everything entirely. You'll also notice this Crackle Glaze takes a lot longer to dry than your normal glaze, so you're going to have to put it aside for maybe an hour or two. Once you've put it aside, you'll see, and it's dried completely, you'll see all the cracks that have developed. If you'd like to bring out those cracks a little bit more, you can rub in some wax rub. I've used a dark umber. You rub it in, wait a few minutes, wipe it all off, and all that dark umber brown will have gone into your cracks. So the next thing to do is to place your top of your compass on top of your base. And then all you do is attach your brad in the center. And once you've done that, then you should have a perfect compass that spins around for your page. Here's another example of your Crackle Glaze. I didn't use a painting technique, I just traced it onto paper. I stuck the paper onto the chipboard die cut, inked the edges, and then used the Crackle Glaze once again. So it's just another way of using Crackle Glaze, and this technique can be used on many different types of applications. It's a fun application and it's very effective, so give it a try.